Hi viewers, so today we are going to draw this object. The dimensions are given in this diagram. This X shows that this is the front view, this B side is the right side view, and the top view we all know, this is the top view. Here we can see a 60 mm because the dimensions they are in mm. The length is 100 mm, width is 50 mm, and the height is 60 mm in total. So let us start drawing this object now. First we have to go to file, click on new. Now click on AutoCAD ISO 3D because the units are in mm, so we will open an ISO file. So this is the ISO 3D file. Now we have brought some icons in front of us. So these are the UCS icons, these are the visual style icons, these are the orbit icons, these are modeling commands, that means 3D commands, these are the dimensions icons, these are standard icons. We can use span or we can remove or copy objects from here. This is the layer menu, and these are the view icons. And lastly we have added these property icons as well, or property menu. On this side we have modify commands and draw commands. Now first we have to go to the front view and we will draw this shape, right? So we will go to the front view, click on front view, let the line weight thickness be turned on. Now let's click on this line icon. We will start from this corner. Now in this direction we have the length of 100. Enter, zoom in. Now in the negative y-axis we will go with 20 mm thickness. In the positive x-axis we will give the value of 50. Enter. We will also give the value of 30. Enter. And then 20. Enter. And we will try to close this object, so write C. Enter. Now the 30 mm thickness line should be removed. Press delete. Now here we will draw a line. So click on this line icon, click on this midpoint, and let's click over to, for example, 75. Enter. Press escape. Now click on line icon, click on this endpoint, and now click over this endpoint because it looks like a 45 angle. So click, press escape, press enter again, click on this line. Now move the cursor in this direction and look for 135 angle. Now this is 135 angle, click, press escape. Now we have to use trim command, so TR, enter. Click on this line, click on this endpoint, and click over here. Press escape. Now this object is complete. Click on SE isometric. Now we have to use press pull, so click on press pull icon, bring the cursor over to this area, and we can see that press pull is not working. Now we have to use region command, so REG, enter. Select all these objects, 8 found, press enter, and we can see a paper shape has been given to the wireframe. Now click on this object, click on extrude. Now in this direction we have to give the value of 50. Enter. Visualize this object in the front view. Now this object looks okay from a human perspective or camera perspective, but we can see that this line where the cursor is, this should be parallel to this line, and these two lines should be one after the other. So we should not see this area, but here we can see this area. So because the plane view or orthographic view is not selected, so for that we have to go to view, click on 3D views, and click on plane view, and here we can click on current UCS, and now we can see that the object looks okay from orthographic point of view. Click on SA isometric icon. Now we have to draw a rectangle over here in the top view, so click on top from the UCS2 option, click on rectangle icon, click on this corner, and now in this view we have to draw a rectangle, and the dimension should be 30, tab minus 50, enter. Again we have to draw a circle, so click on circle, click on this midpoint and write the value of 15 because the 30 dimension is written over here, which is diameter. So we have to write 15, enter. Now we have to add this area, so for that now we have to add thickness to this area, and we have to remove this area from the below part. So click on press pull, bring the cursor over to this area. We can see this area has been selected. Click, and now in the upward direction we have to write the value of 40, enter. Because the total height is 60 of this object, 20 is already given in this view, in the front view, so we are left with 40, so that's why we have given 40 value over here. Now use orbit command, so click on this free orbit. Now use trim command, so click on trim, press enter, and click on this semicircle that is removed. Now press escape. Click on press pull, bring the cursor over to this area. We can see that the semicircle has been selected. Click. If we move in this side, it will add material, and if we move in this direction, in the negative direction, so it will remove the material. So if we click over here, we can see that the material has been removed. Now we have to remove these items. Click on this rectangle, click on this semicircle alone, press delete, and we can see that this object is now a single entity. Click on top view, click on front view, click on isometric view, and now in this view we have to draw this triangle in the front view. So front view is already selected. Click on polyline, zoom in, bring the cursor to this midpoint and click. Move in this direction, click on the perpendicular, similarly move in this direction as well, and here you have to find the midpoint and click. Now you want to close this object, so write C, enter. Now we will extrude this triangle. Click on extrude, click on triangle, press enter, give the value of 10, enter. Now we have to move this object because this is misplaced, as can be seen from the right side view. You can see that this is not centered. So click on isometric view, zoom in. Now we will click on this object, click on move. We have to specify midpoint of this object and then place it on the midpoint of the first object. So here we have to click. Now the object is placed. Let's visualize this in the right side view, and we can see that this is now in the middle. Now we have to union them. Click on union, click on this object, click on this object, press enter. Now they can be selected with one click, right? So click on isometric view. Now the object is complete. We have to draw these lines. The first two lines, they are center lines, and these two lines, they are solid lines. So click on line, track this midpoint and click on this midpoint, click on this midpoint, move in this direction, click, and then move in this direction. Here we can see the tracking line, so click, press escape. Now we have to make these lines as center lines. So we will go to the property menu, click on this second box, and here we can see continuous only. Let's load center line here. So click on load, search for C, center, click on OK, click on OK. So now select these lines. Yes, we have to draw another line. Click on line from this endpoint to that endpoint. Press escape. Now select these three lines, and then from this property second box, click on center. Press escape. So the line is center line now because we can see a dash over here, right? But the scaling is not okay. So for that, write LT as enter. Let the scale be 0.5, and we can see that this is the same scale used by this diagram, right? Now all we have to do is to perform the dimensioning and add some leader lines as well. So for dimensions we have to use face UCS option. Click on face UCS, select this face, accept this. Now click on this linear option, click on this endpoint, move the cursor in this direction and click. We can see 100 value, which is correct. Now let us create a dimension layer for this object. LA enter, click on new layer, rename the layer by dimension, let the color be white, click on OK, and the line weight should be low, so select 0.15 mm, click on OK, click on OK. Click on this object, click on layer option, click on dimensions. So this dimension has been transferred to dimensions layer. Press escape. Again we are in the 0 or default layer. Click on dimensions to activate that layer, and now we can perform dimensions. Click on linear again, click on this endpoint, move the cursor in the negative y direction, click, zoom out, click on linear, click on this endpoint, move the cursor in this direction and click. Now this time press enter to activate the same command, previous command actually. Click on this endpoint, click near this upper line and click. Now we have to add this angle. In the diagram the angle is shown over here. We can also show the angle over this area. So for that click on this angular icon, click on this inclined line, click on this horizontal line, and now move the cursor away and click. Click on this linear option, select this endpoint by zooming in and then select the corresponding perpendicular point, move the cursor away and click. Now we have to change the face now, so click on face UCS, select this face, click on accept, click on this linear icon, click anywhere and click on opposite perpendicular point and click again. Now we have to change the face again. Click on this face UCS icon, select this face, don't click on the line, you have to click on this empty area which shows that this is the face. Click on accept, click on linear, click on the opposite perpendicular point. You can see the 10 value, click on this 10 value and now move it a little bit so we can see them clearly. Press escape. Now we have to change the face again. Click on face UCS, click on this face, click on accept. This time click on linear, click on this corner, select the opposite corner, move the cursor in the downward direction and we have to click over here. Click on linear again, select this corner, make sure to zoom in this time, click and click. Now we have to add dimensions over to this surface. Click on face UCS, click on this face, click on accept, click on linear, click on this endpoint, then this endpoint. Move the cursor away, click. Press enter to activate the same linear dimension command. Click on this endpoint, click on this endpoint, move the cursor in this direction and click. Press enter, click on this endpoint, opposite endpoint and click. Press enter again, click on this endpoint, opposite endpoint and click. Now we can see that this 30 is inverted, so click on this 30, press delete. Click on face UCS and click over here, click accept. Click on linear, click on this endpoint, click on this endpoint, move the cursor away and click. So the UCS was placed correctly. Now the dimensions are complete. All we have to do is to add the text and showing different directions. So let us click on dimensions, click on leader line. Let us select the first leader point, so let it be this line. Click. So let's go in this direction, and when the tracking is shown, then move along that line and click. Move in the same direction and click again. Now we have to add the text width. Let it be 2 enter, and we have to write the M text, press enter. Now here we have to write, for example, B, and then click on OK. So now this B is written in the horizontal direction, or from the top view it can be seen. So we have to rotate this, right? So click on this B and delete it. Now we have to add a text here. So click on draw, click on text, click on multi-line text. Before that, we have to select the view in which we want to draw the object. So click on front view, because this is the front direction. Now you have to go to draw, text, multi-line text. Select the first corner, so let it be the first corner and this be the second corner. And here we have to write B. Let's increase the size to 5. Click on OK. So now the B looks okay from this view, but when we visualize it from the top view, we will see that there is quite a space, right? So click on this B, move it, let this be the base point, and bring it in front of this line. Let's visualize it again in the isometric view. We can't see it properly, so click on this B, click on move, click on this point, and let's give it the height, so it will look in front of the arrow. Click. Now this looks okay. If you click on top view, now both are in line as well, and from the isometric view they are near as well. Now click on these two, click on copy, click on the base point to be this intersection, click over here, and also we have to drag this line and click. Press escape. We have to draw a line as well, so drag this point, click, and then click again. Press escape. We have to move these two objects, move, click on this endpoint, and place it over here. Now the text should be A here, so select the B and write A, click on OK. Here the text should be X, right, and with the inverted comma as well, so comma X, comma again. Click on OK. Now let's visualize them in top view, if they look okay or not. So here we can see that this arrow and X value is far away from the object. Click on them, click on move, let this be the base point, and let's bring them near. Click. Now if you click on isometric view, we will visualize that those two lines were actually A. So select them, click on top view now. This means that this is the text that we want to bring it over to this point. So click on move, select this to be the base point, and then click them and then bring them over to this line. Now visualize them in the isometric view. Now everything looks complete. If you want to change the dimension style, click on this dimension style icon, click on modify, click on text, let the size be 4, click on offset from dim line, let it be 2, click on symbol and arrows, let the arrow size be 3, click on primary units, let the precision be 0.0, click on OK, click on close. We can see that the size of the dimensions have been increased. Now the diagram looks complete. There is just one or two things to do. So we have to go to this 3D hidden visual style, and from here we can see that in this view all the lines should be black. So we have to select all, go to this property first block, click on white, press escape. Now the object looks complete. We have to move this 10. So for that we'll select this face UCS, click on this face, click on accept, click on this 10 now, and now we can move it wherever we want. So let us place the text and the dimensions over to this point. Click again, bring them a little bit below, press escape. Now the dimensions looks okay. If you want to give it color, you have to just double click, and from the color you can select, for example, blue color or yellow color or green color. Click on cross, and now if you go to conceptual view, we can see that the color of the object is changed. We will move this 10 value a little bit over to this side. So for that we have to select the face UCS, click over to this face, click accept, and now we can move this 10 value. Click and move it a little bit over to this side. Press escape. So now the object is complete. If you have any questions in this 3D drawing regarding the drawing of the object or the dimensioning or styles, you can let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching.